Hey friend, if you're working hard every day to keep your legs strong and healthy, here's something that might surprise you. Some seemingly harmless vitamins, even those marketed as good for health, are silently sabotaging your muscles and slowing your post-workout recovery. And it's not because you are using them wrong, it's because those pills at certain doses or used over time deliver the exact opposite of what you are hoping for. Experts on aging in the US are issuing clearer warnings. After age 65, our bodies respond differently to what we once considered essential supplements. Something that was good for us in the past can now cause harm if we are not careful. Even more frightening, the very vitamins you take each morning for joint support, for a stronger immune system, could be the culprit making your legs weaker, less stable, and more susceptible to falls. I know this might be hard to swallow because for so long, we have all been led to believe that taking extra vitamins is perfectly safe. But the truth is, high doses of certain vitamins, especially vitamins E, A, and B6, can negatively impact the neuromuscular system, slowing signals from your brain to your legs, causing muscle weakness, cramps, and even a loss of balance when you move. Does that sound at all familiar? That feeling your legs are not as steady as they used to be, even with regular exercise. If it does, you are not alone. After 70, each step is something we cannot take for granted. Your legs don't just get you around, they are the foundation of your freedom, independence, and dignity. Therefore, any factor that affects your leg strength, no matter how small, is something we need to take seriously. In today's video, I'm going to share 3 popular vitamins, which are extremely dangerous when used incorrectly, that could be gradually destroying the strength in your legs. Better yet, I'll walk you through how to recognize the signs, adjust your intake, and find safer alternatives to protect your mobility long-term. If you are truly serious about protecting your health and independence, make sure you stick around until the end. Because the third vitamin, which is also the most dangerous, is the one that is most frequently overlooked. And if you think this topic is important, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Because insights like these can make a huge difference in your own health journey. All right, let's dive in. Number 1, high-dose vitamin E. Did you know that the very vitamin E supplement you take daily to protect your health might be the very thing making your legs weaker with each passing day? The body after 65 just doesn't work the same way. What was once beneficial can turn against us if we don't understand its use. Vitamin E is a perfect example. At low doses, it helps shield cells from damage. But when you exceed 200 IU per day, particularly in its synthetic tablet form, it can harm the peripheral nervous system, leading to muscle weakness, diminished reflexes, and a loss of balance when you're moving. This is not just some warning from a medical textbook. This is happening to real people. Mr. Thomas, a 75-year-old from California, believed a 400 IU vitamin E pill each day was his simple secret to fighting aging. But after about a year of this routine, he started feeling his legs were not so steady. At first, his pace just slowed down. Then his legs felt like they would give way whenever he tried to walk fast. At his checkup, doctors diagnosed a nerve conduction issue in his legs from excessive tocopherol accumulation. We often get trapped in the mindset, the more the better. But the truth is that's not the case. The nervous system, especially in older adults, is highly sensitive to micronutrient imbalances. Too much vitamin E can block the absorption of other fat-soluble vitamins like A and K, triggering issues with blood clotting and motor control. This is the silent chain reaction that leads to a loss of strength in the leg muscles, the first area to be hit when older adults start losing their mobility. And the consequences don't just stop at having weaker legs. A single fall from poor balance can result in broken bones, a long hospital stay, or worse, losing your independent lifestyle. A reality no older adult wants to face. So what can you do? First, stop taking vitamin E supplements immediately unless they are prescribed by your doctor. Most adults over 65 only need around 15 milliliters per day, which you can get from a single meal rich in leafy greens and healthy nuts. If you have been taking vitamin E pills daily, it is time to double-check that dosage. And if your legs are starting to feel weak, unstable, or have slight tremors during exercise, Take a hard look at the vitamins you are using. Because after age 65, a seemingly healthy little habit could actually be pulling you further away from the wellness goals you are working toward every single day. Number 2, excess vitamin A. Here is a common paradox that is playing out everywhere. Older adults take vitamin A to sharpen their vision and boost immunity. But after a while, they notice their legs getting weaker, walking becomes harder, and exercise isn't building muscle, never once suspecting the culprit is hiding in their supplement bottle. You see, after age 65, the body doesn't store and clear out vitamins like it used to. Vitamin A, especially its retinol form from synthetic pills, if taken in excess, is not fully eliminated, but instead builds up in the liver, bones, and fat tissue. And from there, it starts harming the musculoskeletal system itself, the very thing that older adults should be protecting most. A study from the U.S. National Institutes of Health found that when blood vitamin A levels get too high, it weakens the body's ability to build muscle, increases muscle protein breakdown, and causes bones to become brittle. These effects are most pronounced in the areas that support the body, like the hips, thighs, and lower legs. The story of Ms. Joyce, 68, from Colorado, is a sobering reminder. She believed taking vitamin A would keep her vision sharp and her resistance strong, so she took a 10,000 IU pill daily for 2 whole years. It started with her legs feeling tired after a walk. Then she could no longer stand for long periods. It felt like her legs just couldn't support her. When tested, her doctor's conclusion: osteoporosis and muscle weakness linked to excess retinol, the type of vitamin A in the supplement she was taking. And here's the thing. This symptom is often dismissed as just natural aging. But no, this is not age's fault. This is the direct result of taking too much of a necessary micronutrient at the wrong dose, in the wrong form, at the wrong species. You might be asking yourself, so what should I do if I am taking vitamin A every day? The answer is check your dosage right away. The recommended daily amount for older adults is only about 700-900 mcg per day, around 2,300-3,000 IU. Meanwhile, a single supplement pill on the market often contains 2 to 3 times that much. Also, try to get your vitamin A from food, like carrots, pumpkins, and greens, as they contain beta-carotene, a precursor to vitamin A that's less toxic, which the body can self-regulate. Plus, keep an eye out for these signs. If you notice weak leg muscles, dizziness when you stand, no training progress, or even bruising easily from small bumps, do not just blame it on getting older. Chances are you are getting far too much vitamin A without even realizing it. Your workouts are only effective if your body can properly recover. And that recovery can't happen if your muscles and bones are being undermined from the inside due to a vitamin surplus. After age 65, it's all about moderation. That includes the things once considered good. If you're still with me and finding this helpful, drop a 2 in the comments below to let me know. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I would love for you to join our community and ring that bell so you don't miss out. Your support means the world and helps us keep making useful, inspiring content. Number 3, long-term high-dose vitamin B6. Have you ever felt like your legs just aren't listening, even though your mind is still sharp? As if you want to walk faster or stand more firmly, but your legs respond with sluggishness, a tremor, or a lack of control? If so, take a moment and look at the bottle of vitamin B6 you might be taking every day, because you could be unintentionally sabotaging the communication line between your brain and your body with just one seemingly healthy pill. Vitamin B6 is a vital nutrient for the nervous system, for metabolizing protein, and for creating energy. But here's what few people know. When taken in overdose, especially for months on end, vitamin B6 causes neurotoxicity, disrupting sensation and movement in the hands and feet. And the first result is muscle weakness in the lower limbs, making you prone to falls, making balance difficult, and causing a loss of fine-tuned sensation in your feet. In 2022, a survey from the University of Oregon discovered many older adults are taking B6 supplements at a 100 milligrams dose, 5 to 10 times the recommended daily amount, which is about 10 to 15 milligrams. Crucially, the toxic symptoms don't show up right away, but accumulate slowly in the peripheral nervous system, so users have no reason to suspect a problem. Mr. Carl, 71, from Arizona, is a painful reminder. He began taking a daily B-complex pill to boost his energy. 3 months in, he felt great, but then his legs started to tingle, and his walk became unsteady. The diagnosis, peripheral neuropathy from B6 toxicity. When he stopped, his condition improved, but some of the nerve damage was, by then, permanent. You see, the danger here is not in a single pill or a single week. It lies in the slow, creeping onset of symptoms that makes us feel safe. So we continue taking it regularly, until one day our legs have lost their familiar agility. And do not be mistaken, supplementing with B6 will not help your muscles perform better during exercise. When in excess, B6 does not enhance energy. Instead, it creates sensory static, making it impossible for the brain to control the body with precision. Lifting your leg, holding your balance, flexing a muscle, it all becomes jumbled because the signals are getting scrambled. If you are using vitamin B6, check your dosage very carefully. For older adults, you should not go over 50 milligrams a day and only supplement under clear medical guidance. If you are taking multivitamins, make sure you tally up the total B6 from all your sources, including functional foods, fortified products, and even prescription medications if you take any. Pause for a moment and check in with your body. Any numbness in your feet? Any slight tremor in your hands? Do you feel wobbly when you turn? If you do, don't be so quick to blame your joints or your age. Take a hard look at the vitamins you have been trusting for so long. After age 60, your body doesn't need more. It needs what is right. And your legs, which have carried you through a lifetime, deserve to be protected from the invisible mistakes you have the power to prevent, starting today. So we have just covered 3 seemingly harmless vitamins, but when used improperly, especially after the age of 65, they can silently weaken your legs, making walking, exercise, and holding on to your independence increasingly tough. From high-dose vitamin E causing neuromuscular issues, to excess vitamin A making bones brittle, and long-term high-dose vitamin B6 scrambling signals from brain to leg, all share a common thread. They are taken with good intentions, but lead to the opposite result if we're not properly informed. You see, the greatest danger doesn't lie in the vitamin pill itself. It lies in the belief that they are always safe, that a little extra won't hurt. That casual confidence is exactly what leads us into the danger zone without us even realizing it. And by the time our legs no longer feel steady, when that feeling of losing control creeps in, it is too late to turn back the clock. But here is the good news. You absolutely have the power to change things, starting today. Just check the labels on the vitamin bottles you are currently using. Compare those numbers to your body's real needs. Talk to an expert before you continue taking any kind of supplement. And above all, tune into your own body, because no one knows your body better than you do. A little numbness in the leg, a slight loss of balance, a small tremor. These are all early warning bells you need to hear. Old age does not have to mean weakness. You have every right to live independently, to exercise, to enjoy your life with confidence and on steady legs. But that right comes from the small choices you make every day, and sometimes from the courage to stop a long-term habit you once thought was good. So today I'm inviting you to choose again, with awareness. Choose to understand what you're using and why, and not be led by unverified claims. If you have ever taken one of the 3 vitamins we have discussed, please share your experience down in the comments. And if you learned something new today, let me know. What is the first thing you are going to adjust? Your story could be the gentle but necessary nudge for someone else who is silently facing the exact same problem. And if you found this content helpful, giving it a thumbs up, subscribing, and ringing the bell really helps our channel grow, so we can continue to be here with you on your journey to live healthy, proactively, and fully with every step. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.